And the same things to be said about RE? Yeah, and classic RE is dog shit for that exact reason. Why do you think you never see me playing classic RE? Also, yeah, Pokemon's boring as fuck. How'd you know? Don't kid yourself, YouTube commenter. What's up, Salver? Going good. The Pokemon's great. The games are just not that fun. Let's be real. Classic Resi is amazing though. Bro, I mean, I was born like after the Civil War happened. You know what I mean? I'm not the biggest fan of those old ass games. My new to RE4, yeah, actually, I've never played it before. Please give me some tips and advice. I don't really know where to go. Swing, bitch. RE4's kind of bad too. I tried it yesterday with movement and the controller just saying it. Yeah, it hasn't aged like the best ever, but still a banger. My tip is to play as the Leon character since there is less chance of the game crashing. Oh, solid advice. Solid advice. My tip is inspect the suppressor. No! The game's already crashed once. I will not stand for this classic Resi slander. The original games are better than the remakes. I'm 23, so I played the original second. Bro, well, it's not my fault that Capcom doesn't know how to remake a game. I will definitely say that 3 OG is not better than 3 Remake, though. 3 OG is fucking mid as hell. That game has mechanics that literally just don't work. T Remake was great, though? Nah, T Remake is dog shit, dude. That game is basically a JRPG. All you do is hold W. Like, there is no gameplay. It's fucking boring. You literally do nothing in that game. Playing any of the Persona games? Nah. Chess will always be the best game ever? Okay, we can agree on something. Chess is pretty good. Three OG clears in presentation but not gameplay? Bro, I don't give a fuck how your game presents. If it's not fun to play, then who cares? Like, bro, Alan Wake has some of the coolest presentations in a game I've ever played in my life. That doesn't change the fact that the gameplay is dog shit, alright? Mom dropped me off here for daycare. Welcome home, Nick. like legit, Alan Wake is really cool premise. The presentation of the narrative and stuff is really cool. I like the game a lot for that, but like, that does not make the gameplay not bad. Do I have Resident Evil 5? No, I've actually never, I don't own it, I've never played it. Have I played Evil Within? Yes. Yeah, I have. I never finished it though. I got soft locked fighting the garage boss, and then I never played it again because I thought it was mid. That was a long time ago. This is like 2018. This is a super long time ago. The stream would have been so much better on mute for the last 5 or so minutes. Bro, okay, Nero, Devil, Purger. Go back to DeviantArt. Yeah, that's my next highlight video. It's me and Dante doing RE5 co-op. Would you like RE5 remade? I don't care, honestly. Apparently Capcom has given up on making new games, so if they're just gonna remake everything, go ahead, I'll play it. I like the free money, the free content, I'll play it. How many subs for you to speedrun all RE6 campaigns? An insane amount, more than you could ever afford. Yeah, I'd play Mercs. I thought about like before Reformate comes out, actually trying to get good at Mercs and get like good Merc scores. We'll see. Thank you, comrade. Yeah, the highlight channel will have a video about that soon. That'll be the next one. I didn't dislike Evil Within's gameplay that much. I thought it was okay, but the actual like level design and stuff kind of bored me. And once I got soft locked in that boss fight, I was just like, yeah, that's the last straw. I'm just done. Didn't really care that much. Yeah, thank you for watching, Emo Kid. Appreciate that. Obviously, I'm just joking, Nero, by the way. I'm just trolling. I like to start fake fights and stuff.
Too easy.
I don't actually think you should go back to DeviantArt. That place is crazy. They should remake Code Veronica. I agree. And here's why. The original plays like shit. So they should remake it so that people like me can actually play it and enjoy it. Dude, Code Veronica doesn't even have door skips. There's like legit 20 minutes of doors animations in that game. It's wild. Stop calling me over. It is fucking crazy. What do you think the next RE game will be about? Probably zombies or something. I like that response, Tucker. I respect it. Okay, I gotcha. I just wanted to make sure, Nero. Some people kind of soft sometimes. Do I dislike Revelations? Yeah, I played like 10 minutes of each of them and I was just like, so you played Metroid Prime and what you got out of it was people like the scanning. I hate to break it to you, the scanning was not the good part of Metroid Prime. They put so much effort into stealing that scanning mechanic from Metroid Prime that they forgot to make more than one enemy type. It's kind of wild, actually. I missed. missed again. RE1 Remake might be the worst game I've ever played. Actually, that's a wild take. Why you say that? It's not RE7. Like, all I have to say about Revelations is that it is actually, not even a joke, a Nintendo 3DS game. So it's like, you know, why would you expect it to be good? Do we not like RE7? No, RE7 is a movie. I prefer video games. There's arguably more enemy diversity in the Rev games than any of the RE Engine games. I don't know about that. I've never actually finished playing Rev, but all I've seen is that one blue guy. That's the only enemy I've ever seen. And I've watched people play that game. And like, Village had like werewolves and fucking ganados and the machine guys. Two Makes got zombies and liquors. Yeah. See, I think I dislike RE6 as well. Like, everyone hates RE6, but I dislike RE6 for like way different reasons than everyone else. Everyone else is like, it's a Michael Bay film, there's so many set pieces and blah blah blah. It's like, I like those things. Those things are fine. What I don't like is that the game feels like you're trying to play it through a cardboard box, if that makes sense. Like, you put cardboard boxes on your hands and then you try to play the game. Like, that's what it feels like to play RE6. I don't know what the fuck they did to the controls in that game, but it just feels like complete dog shit. And then, like, on top of that, not only does it feel like complete dog shit, but the UI is completely unreadable. I swear I've beaten that game like 10 times and I have no idea how to heal. I just genuinely don't know. I never figured it out. And the UI changes every time you switch characters. Like, you like just start to grasp how the UI works, and then you switch characters into a different playthrough, and then the UI is completely different. So I've like beaten that game a bunch of times, but never figured out how to heal or switch weapons. What's up, Jake? Only decent UI is for Jake, and his is the fastest playthrough. Yeah, the Jake playthrough is the best playthrough. People like to say that the Leon playthrough is the best playthrough, and that's how you know they're not a real video game fan, because Leon's playthrough is like the worst playthrough. It has, I shit you not, like 30 minutes of just walking around at the start of the playthrough. Like, there is actually no gameplay for the first 30 minutes. You're just like walking around the White House doing nothing. It is wild. Like, how did this ever pass anything?
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon.
Like, I love Leon as much as the next guy, but like, dude, his RE6 playthrough is so boring. Think 4 Make will be good? Here's hoping. Probably not. Capcom hasn't made a good game in a while. Except for 3 Make. People don't like 3 Make, so. Y'all not ready for that conversation. Yeah, Leon's campaign is like the Last of Us playthrough, you know, just walking around while people talk to each other. God forbid any actual gameplay happens. But then it's like, it's RE6, so maybe that's better, right? Like, you don't want actual gameplay to happen because when you do, it's like a 30-minute driving section where you play as Chris. You know what I mean? I kinda needed that guy to get crit. Hopefully he actually climbs. Oh, I needed him to get crit. I should just punch him. Of course he points. Hold on. Bro, can you fucking not? Can I get crits or what? Unlucky, dude. No crit. Therefore equals like a minute of time loss. I don't like Village either. Village was good. I like Village. It was like, it's definitely RE7 too, which is a big downside. But
Use this.
It's definitely a lot better than RE7. Like when you play RE7, it's like, yeah, there's a fuck ton of cutscenes. Right? Like a fuck ton of cutscenes. Like half the game is cutscenes, I swear to God. But like, when you are not actually watching cutscenes, the gameplay also feels like cutscenes. So it feels like there's way more cutscenes than there actually are, right? But like, in Village, there's a lot of cutscenes. But when you're playing the game, it feels like you're playing a game, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't feel like I'm watching a cutscene when I play Village. But it does when I play RE7. Feels like I'm watching a cutscene all the time. Even when I actually am playing the game. Because the actual gameplay itself is important. Bad cabin. Like they hired Disney Imagineers to design Resident Evil 7 and 8. That's fucking funny, actually. Did I grab the yellow? I did. You playing after Wesker? Well, if I get sub 2, then probably do Ada. Or Hunk. Nemesis was a downgrade in Mr. X? That's just not true. Mr. X is complete dog shit in RE2 Remake. Nemesis is way more fun to play against. Like literally, if you walk backwards, Mr. X will never catch up to you. It is wild. Like, Mr. X literally can't kill you. It's impossible. Even on your first playthrough, like, there is never a situation where Mr. X is dangerous whatsoever. It's actually insane. He basically just doesn't exist, like, in that game. Nemesis, on the other hand, actually, like, chases you and jumps in front of you and makes you dodge him and stuff. No, thank you, Hadri. Also, like, what's the point of exploring if there's nothing going to be there that, like, to find when you explore? Like, RE2 Remake has a pretty big map, but most of it just has nothing in it. And it's just like, just empty. Like, there's no gameplay. Like, there's no incentive to... You actually get punished for exploring in RE2 Remake. Like, if you pick up more items, your DA goes up, you take more damage, enemies get more aggressive and more tanky. So actually, the game incentivizes you to not explore at all. And it's not like killing zombies in that game is at all fun. Like, the combat in RE2 Remake is just nothing. Mr. X is a threat when Zeds are present? But okay, but like, if you know there's gonna be zombies and there's Mr. X, just like walk away from the zombies, make a big lap. Mr. X can't chase you. Like, he cannot catch up to you if you just like run away. You don't even have to run, you can walk away. It's super satisfying that zombies' heads get knocked back when you headshot them, but they don't even take extra damage from headshots in that game. Did you know that? You don't get extra damage from headshots in RE2 Remake? They do the same damage as body shots?
Are you okay, Leon?
Know how Dead Space is too? Well, in Dead Space, the whole point is shooting the limbs. Do body shots crit as well? No. But yeah, you can get crits. Like, headshot's not even doing any more damage. It's like, why? And it's legit better to just shoot their legs off than it is to shoot them in the head. You can also stagger if you shoot them in the leg, so. Like, on hardcore, the enemies, you shoot them in the legs because they can stagger. They don't stagger on hardcore if you shoot them in the head, ever. Like, it's okay to like Resident Evil 2 Remake, but I just like, it's not fun. Like, for me, it's just, it has no gameplay. You don't do anything. You know, you just walk around. You don't ever really fight anything. The things that you do fight, like, the fight just boils down to, like, I did like G2. G2 is cool, but, like, all the other fights just boil down to, like, have enough ammo to dump into it to kill it. Or, you know, knife it to death if you want to do that. Thank you. I think difficulty adjustment's a bad mechanic. I think casually it's fine. Casually it's like really important and to make the game like a fun experience for lots of people. But it only works if you don't know it exists, right? If you know it exists, then all like the playthrough is immediately ruined. If you know there's difficulty adjustment in a game, then you're gonna get upset when the game makes it easier for you when you die. Or you'll abuse it and like take a bunch of damage or die a bunch on purpose to make the game easier. What about this game? You just need a rocket launcher? Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest flaws of this game is that the rocket's just way too strong and it's way too cheap. But casually, most people don't know where the treasures are, so when people play this game casually, they usually don't have enough money to use rocket launchers. But if you know where the treasures are, then yeah, like, it's way too easy to get rockets and they're just Dumb. So that's all. So good luck. Worth 80k in the remake. Hopefully somehow that balances it out. But instant downing a boss like that is just boring. Yeah, like it's one of those things where whenever I play the game casually, I just never use rockets because I thought it was boring. The police you saw. You kill everything, it's easy to buy rockets too. Yeah, if you don't take too much damage and buy heals and stuff. I don't know, I always prioritize like upgrading my pistol and stuff first, so I never buy rockets.
Too easy.
Never ran into not having enough money for a rocket as a kid. Yeah, maybe it's just me then, I don't know. I was gonna combine those, whatever. Yeah, for the rocket on Verdugo, that's like, yeah, I don't blame you. That's what I did too. Use the free rocket on Verdugo because he just takes, you just can't kill him or like in a normal playthrough unless you use the rocket on him. No, Lion's game. There's 0 chance that Dimmin exists in the remake. What's up, Sephiroth? Doing great. How are you? Skipped and split, went back. All good. Don't die, Ashley. Nice. Hope it's fun. Oh, man. How did that not? I'll be careful, because my thrust punch that's on manual will instantly kill Ashley. This one doesn't hurt her, but the other one does. Fuck, I'm dead. God, the inventory is so fucking weird. Jesus.
Look, there's a crane.
Water hall's so scuffed. All good though. Dude, Krauser, if you don't knife him, is like actually such a dog shit boss fight. I haven't fought him without knifing him in like probably like 7 years at least. And I started doing it for this run, and like it is actual dog shit. I hate it with a passion. I found out you can knife him like 2 months ago. Dude, it is like the only way to fight him. There's legacy starters, dump ammo, do QT, rinse, repeat. Well, the thing is, the problem with that theory there, bucko, is that he will sometimes, if you're using the rifle, run so close to you that the rifle actually shoots behind him. So you'll shoot through his body, missing, and then he'll hit you. Also, if you dodge the QTs too fast at 60 FPS, the QTs will still hit you, even though you successfully dodge them. Which is awesome. Like, you'll do like the dodge animation and everything and then get hit at the end. It's sick. It's really cool. Also, like, sometimes your shots will just get hit by his shield, even though you're not aiming at his shield at all. Which can cock you. And on pro, it's like, well, you have, like, you get hit once and your whole HP bar is gone, so. Trying to play on Ada with a really bad shotgun? Yes, I am. I am. I wish I didn't lose my splits from that last PB. Pretty sure I'd be behind right now. But I have like 6 minutes of time save on the final boss. I played as Krauser like 2 days ago, yeah. But I'll do it again. Probably not today. Okay, dude. Whatever. On the wall, okay. Yeah, for Ada, what I'm gonna do is Punisher, TMP, or shotgun, and the bow gun. I already set up the inventory and everything. What's up, Scalar? Is there any upside to actually having the silencer? You can sell it for inventory space, or remove it for inventory space? Yeah, I could, I guess, but like, it's cool. So I kind of don't want to.
Too easy.
inspect it. No, I'm not. Not inspecting the silencer. Inspecting the silencer crashes the game. Baka. Should have put that in my list on the tutorial. It's not on the crash list. Does the silencer actually increase crit chance? I believe it. It feels like it does. Actually, it's a suppressor. It's called a silencer in game. Okay, I can't inspect the silencer to show you because the game will crash. But I swear to God. Oops. Puzzle too hard. I forgot how to do it. So yeah, I'm trying something new with this as well. I'm like trying to revamp my Patreon. And so every time I do a run like this, like a modded run or something like that, or like an all achievements run, I'm gonna make like really extensive notes for how I do it. So I made a bunch of notes that show exactly how to set up the mod to play like this with the extra characters and stuff. And I put it available on my Patreon, so if you do !mod Twitch chat, or it's in the description on the YouTube stream. You gotta be a patron to see it, but lowest tier is like $3. I'll put like all of them on there, like when we do Left 4 Dead mods and stuff. Like the workshop and whatever, any like settings that you need to set it up specifically. Figured it'd be a cool way to like give a little bit more value on the Patreon. Because otherwise I would just not tell anyone how I did it and then just like leave it, you know. Because it's just too much work to explain it to everybody how it works. But the mods are available for free. Like you can like do it yourself and set it up yourself without paying anything. Just like a couple Google searches and a lot of testing. But I already did all that shit, so it's there on the Google Doc. If you want to play it. Without having to set it all up yourself and shit. I don't know if it's a good idea or an idea that'll actually work, but I figured I'd try it. I don't mind putting in a little bit of extra time to get it all set up and sorted. Oh, well, there you go. Spicy Weed has one in there for free. Let's go. That works too. Yeah, I mean, it's just something like you could find the resources yourself pretty easily for free if you Google, but people are really bad at Googling things and just ask me how to do stuff all the time that they could easily Google. So if you're too lazy to Google, thanks, Spray. I'm glad you're enjoying. Yeah, it's just an idea. I'll probably do it for a little bit, see how it goes. See if that's a thing people like or will actually want to do. And if not, I'll just stop. Remember when going to Google was the lazy option in high school? Dude, actually. Remember when your teacher would tell you that you're not going to have a calculator on you at all times in real life, so you need to do the math in your head? For sure, comrade. They definitely do. I mean, I had to read like a bunch of fucking shit and test like a million settings to try to get it to work the way I wanted it to. But I figured like if I had that experience, other people would also have that experience, so might be able to streamline it.
Too easy.
If I'm streamlining it, then something I could put on the Patreon.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Oh fuck. I forgot. I thought I was done. Took her so long for the other enemies to spawn. No! Ow. Apparently kids are still told they shouldn't use calculators because they won't let it use it in the real world, because half the kids I train at work seem genuinely surprised when I suggest they use a calculator instead of taking 5 minutes to sort it out themselves. Wow, really? That's wild, actually. That's genuinely surprising to me. Like, there is genuine utility in knowing how to do math in your head, obviously, but like for work, it almost like for like actual work where you're like trying to calculate money and shit, or like any sort of calculation that money depends on, you should always use a calculator specifically, because then you can't make mistakes in your head, right? It's actually almost the opposite of true, right? Like you are almost required to use a calculator in any sort of like actual business setting. When I work at a bank, they said never do math in your head. Yeah, I mean, like, it could cause huge problems if you do the math in your head. Yeah, right. You would hope so, that they'd actually teach. Like, school, it shouldn't be about teaching you how to do specific things. School should be teaching you how to learn how to do things that you want to do, if that makes sense. Like, it is pointless to teach a man to fish if you could teach him how to, like, figure out that fishing is useful. You know what I mean? Like, actually being able to problem solve for yourself and, like, come up with your own, like, figure out a solution to some sort of, like, sophisticated problem is way better than knowing how to solve a specific problem. Like, who cares if you know how to solve, like, some specific banking related issue? Like, you could just Google it and figure it out, you know, if you know how to research and stuff. It's way better to know how to learn and how to solve the issue yourself than it is to know the actual solution to the problem. Like, knowing how to fix your carburetor is not as useful as knowing how to figure out how to fix things in a car. You're in a PhD program, learning how to learn is OP. Do they teach you how to learn in PhD programs, or are they still just like teaching you individual shit? Like, for example, when I was in college, I was in game dev school. Hello? Test? There we go. Audio's back. Sorry, my audio driver's all crashed. Yeah, I know the cam's frozen. Just 1 second. I want to make sure the game isn't gonna crash, which I think it just did. Yeah, it did. Fuck! Oh my god, I hate streaming. It's so bad. It's so bad. Okay, I just saved though, so it's fine. What was my timer at? Does anyone have like the actual exact number or anything close at least? I love streaming. It's so good. You getting it 1 second? Okay, thank you. YouTube chat says 42:51:25. Let's see. I have to go fucking skip to my 42. 42:51. I don't think the auto splitter is gonna work though. I do it like this. Could be wrong. We'll see. Let me just checkpoint. No, it does. Okay, we're fine. Okay, but now I need to skip a bunch of splits. The one before Bowsat is where it was at. That's so annoying. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes my audio drivers just crash. Maybe it's not my audio driver. I think my GoXLR like software crashes. Actually, I'm here. This is where I am. Thank you for helping with the time. Okay, actually, I am 1 split ahead.
Wait here.
There we go. That was the time of the crash at the start of the chapter. It's fine. It's close enough. I think I saved right there. I think that happened in the same spot last time. I'm not sure. But I had a crash in a very similar spot yesterday. But yeah, anyways, what we were talking about is like learning how to actually learn and solve problems for yourself is way more efficient and just more useful universally than like being taught how to solve a specific problem. That's kind of what Overstar was saying. Is like that's a lot of his like PhD projects and stuff. But I think there is kind of a fundamental problem with that, and that is essentially IQ. I mean, there are skills involved with learning how to solve your own problems, right? Like, you have to be taught skills, but creative problem solving is essentially what IQ measures, and that is something that's static and can't be improved. It's genetic, essentially. But I feel like, you know, the actual outcomes can be combated a little bit, at least by teaching people, like, how to Google, you know? I was gonna tell us a story from dev school. Oh yeah, so like in dev school, they would almost universally teach us stuff that like isn't universally applicable. Like they would teach us like, okay, we're gonna teach you how to make a character, like the whole pipeline, right? Like that's cool, but they're teaching a specific program in a specific pipeline. And I guess some of the baseline information can be extracted from just like learning the pipeline, but essentially, you were learning this pipeline with this programming. We did like Maya to Substance to like, fucking, what was the other one? Maya to Substance to, I forget what the high resolution modeling program was called. But anyways, like, yeah, that's useful, right? But like, if you go to work for a company that uses a different workflow, then you're not going to understand how to do it, and you got to relearn the programs from scratch. Right, so like you almost needed to learn, most of it was like teaching ourselves how to use the programs, you know, which is a skill that you would have to just like learn anyways, regardless of what the program is. Does that make sense? Like you just have to relearn that whole process once you got into the workforce because you might not be doing the same workflow. But it would be more efficient to teach you like the actual principles of like why you do the thing that you do, the way that you do on like an actual programming level. You know what I mean? So that you can like extract that information and then like retroactively use it to create stuff in any program. But that's like way more sophisticated, obviously. Crazy you say that. I got through Azure databases and the company I applied for uses AWS, so it's really just an ass way to approach the teaching. Yeah, that happens for sure. Well, and also like the company could decide to change workflows at any point, and then all of the existing workers would have to like relearn everything. So in theory, the higher the abstraction, the better. Yeah, but you can't go too abstract, because if you go too abstract, then you just are just doing philosophy essentially, right? Like, which is useful, but it's not necessarily useful in giving you like a product. I'm gonna have no flashes for Novies. What's up, Michael? T-pose. But yeah, is this a yellow? It is, isn't it? No, it's not. Yeah, okay. It's one of those things where like I kind of wish just problem solving was taught in schools. Because like people give the excuse of like, oh well, math is the problem solving class, right? Like math teaches you how to do abstract problem solving, but that's not how anyone I know actually approached teaching math. Like you could say that, but unless you're actually like doing abstract problem solving, then it's not really true. Like you're just learning how to do the specific math type problems that exist there. Like in some ways it can be like if you are forced to like decide which formula you need to be using for which types of math based on like what the formula looks like, that's like some sort of abstract problem solving, but it's not quite the same. I'm fucking dead. Yeah. I'm the only one flasher sucks. Yeah, they teach you the pattern, but they don't teach you how to come up with it. Like, most of the time they don't teach you like, okay, if you see this, then you need to do this, you know? Which is what they should be teaching you. If they're actually trying to give you like abstract problem solving skills. Later, Oversolar. Enjoy. Getting railed. I actually learned most of my abstract problem solving skills from speedrunning, weirdly enough. Oh my god, dude, it's right there. Just let me go. Gonna die. Why are nobody's so ass as Wesker, dude? They're like so much worse than Leon. I don't get it.
Welcome. Got some rare things. What are you buying? Come back anytime.
It's so bad, like so bad. I don't get it. I just got my graduate degree focusing on GPU and software engineering, and it's under the hood, all triangles, linear algebra. Well, I mean, it's still useful for sure. And like, if you're trying to teach someone a very specific skill, then teaching them that actual skill is fine. But basically what I'm saying is like, there's no guarantee that any skill in particular is going to exist long-term enough to like guarantee job security forever. Or even like your own lifetime. And in day-to-day life, and even in business, like just general higher level cognitive ability to solve like abstract problems is more useful than that one thing. It's funny you say that. It's a weird trait most speedrunners share. Well, because it's like literally science is just applied abstract problem solving, right? And so what speedrunning is science essentially, like testing and learning and labbing and like figuring out complex problem solving issues. Especially glitch hunting is just science basically. Like I get this question a lot, like how do people find these tricks? Like it's crazy, I don't get it. But it's because they just like don't have complex problem solving skills essentially. This is like why they don't understand like how you can find a speedrun skip. It's not to say that's a, you know, it's not their fault, it's not like a judgment thing, but like that's what it is essentially, right? You have to be able to like abstract. Like once you understand the underlying principles about how some specific game mechanic works, then you can, you know, extract those principles across the game and find all of its useful scenarios. Dude, can you actually use the punch function, or are you just gonna troll me? I guess I just bait that attack. Oh, let's run his ass. Later, Ezzy Dog. Thanks for hanging, dude.
No! Leon! Too easy.
Like, I'm trying to think of an example. Here's a good one. So, minecart skip in this game. Like, okay, you ditman, right? You figure out how ditman works. It's like you do it on accident the first time, and then like you figure it out how it works exactly. And then you realize, okay, so what are the properties of ditman? Well, ditman makes all of your animations speed up. How can this be useful? Well, obviously the immediate answer to that is, well, it's just more useful to do all the time because having your animation sped up is just faster, right? Okay. What are some unintended consequences of your animations being faster? Well, sometimes it looks like Leon's about to clip through the wall because the animation's playing really fast. So you can abstract from that. It's like, okay, so if it looks like he's gonna go through the wall, I wonder if it's actually possible to go through the wall. So what do? You test every animation in the game to see if any of them look like they can go through a wall. Upon this testing, you find, you know, jumping out of bounds in the minecart section. And it's like, oh, okay, well, there you go. Now you found that skip. And that's like an intentional way to find a skip. Like, the Dipman version of minecart skip was found on purpose. Like people thought that would happen. You know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, so if we know that Dipman plus jumping down stuff can give you, like, put you out of bounds. Okay, well then let's try Dipmaning and jumping down stuff everywhere you can Dipman and jump down stuff. And so like you try that in every possible location, and then, you know, you end up finding island skip. So it's not like people just like randomly find this shit, you know, like sometimes that is the case, but it's a scientific process, right? Like you just go through the next natural conclusion. But I guess to some people that conclusion isn't natural, right? Like if I like have Dipman glitch and I see animations clipping through walls, my immediate thought is like, this could probably be used to clip out of bounds. And so the next thought process is, let me try every animation, right? But like some people just don't have that thought process, I guess. To me, that's just like instinctual, like that's the next thing to think, you know? Or like in Dead Space, you can clip out of bounds in 0G if you have really high frame rate and you wiggle into corners. So the next thought process is, okay, well let's test every corner in the game that you can do in 0G and see where you can get out of bounds. Because it's not an isolated incident, you know, it's an underlying mechanic. Like, clipping out of bounds in 0G, like video games don't have isolated incidents because they're usually deterministic, right? So like, the chances are whatever weird interaction that you had is completely consistent as long as you repeat the same steps. So like, it's more like an underlying principle than like a thing that happens. And so like, when you're looking for glitches and stuff, you're trying to understand more about the underlying principles about how the game actually functions. It's like if you're working on a car and you touch the battery and it shocks you, you don't assume that that's an isolated incident and that like some random event caused the battery to shock you. You assume that touching the battery causes the shock to happen to you, right? So it becomes a new mechanic of the car you are now working on, rather than just an isolated incident that you can't explain. In real life, there's a lot of variables, so sometimes you can't isolate the variables enough to actually like understand how it works at a fundamental level, because like physics and all that shit is complicated, yo. But in a video game, there's a very limited amount of actual overlapping mechanics, so you can usually just assume things and they'll be correct. Like if you see something happen, you can extrapolate like how it could be applicable in other scenarios, and it's almost always true. And then if it's not true, you can figure out why, and then that like adds to the rule, right? It's just like, this is basically the process of complex problem solving. But in video game speedrunning, it's way more useful because like obviously like there's a goal, right? Like you're trying to go fast. So like in your pursuit of trying to go fast, you have to have a deeper understanding of how the mechanics actually function. And so there's like quite literally an applied mathematics or an applied science to it. And I think the simplified nature of it being a video game makes it easier for people to extract that underlying mechanical sense. And so that's why, for a lot of people, like speedrunning does kind of teach those complex problem-solving skills. It's really cool. That's what I like about speedrunning. It's really fun. It's science, basically. That's why I have way more fun doing like new runs, learning how new games work, or like playing mods like this, because it changes the underlying mechanics. Especially like when I'm so familiar with a game like RE4, any slight change to the mechanics is going to change how I interact with literally everything. Because I'm so familiar with the original underlying mechanics. User. Would it be safe to use sound if you sound many of the glitches for the DMC speedrun stuff? Honestly, no. Like for Devil May Cry games don't really have many glitches or tricks. And the tricks that it does have, I didn't find. I helped with GigaZip and DMC3, but that was like several people working together found it. I found the setup for it. Like the current active in like the setup that people actually use in runs, I found. But like for GigaZip, well, this is a perfect example. This is how we found GigaZip in DMC3, right? So we knew zips existed because people did them on accident. And we knew how they worked because they only happen when people do that specific thing. And that specific thing just so happens to be if you do a gold release on the edge of a platform, like stairs, then you get like a huge speed boost and go flying through walls and shit. This is okay. Like, are there any places in the game? So Heist one day was thinking, are there any places in this game where it would be beneficial for me to fly through a wall? And is the place somewhere where I have enemies and an edge I could stand on? And so he's thinking, you know, looking through the whole game, looking for something like that. And he comes across this level in chapter 4 where you can sequence break if you could get through this wall. And there's enemies in that room and there's an edge. So what he does is he takes a mod that lets him gold release wherever he wants without there being enemies. And he stands on the edge and tests it. And lo and behold, he hits it and it works. So now it's like, okay, we know you can do this because it's been done with cheats. So like, how do you do it in an actual run? And so like me and C. Mateus both tried labbing stuff out. He found a setup to get one of the enemies up on the platform. I found a setup to use that enemy to gold release through the wall. And it's like, well, now you have the skip. But it starts off as like some discovery of an underlying mechanic. You figure out how that mechanic works at a fundamental level, and then from there you try to think of all the use cases for that new mechanic, and then test stuff and find setups. It's really not that complicated. It just sounds complicated. It's the same, like, it's the same fundamental process that happens. Okay, that's cool. Whenever you solve any problem, you know? I hate the punch button, dude. I was trying to punch there, but it just wouldn't punch. It's so annoying. I love Novies, by the way. The Wesker run is like actually so cancer. Simply because of Novies and Krauser and Sadler. Like, I don't know why, but it's so much worse with Krauser or with Wesker than Novies. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me, but. It's just, it's so much worse. It's so bad, dude. Why, God? What did I do to deserve this? Why? Like... It's so much worse. No, he doesn't. It's just dog shit. This game is dog shit. I just want to reset. Now, if he equips the striker, the game crashes. Also, I tested it with Ada and Ashley. They can equip the striker, but it doesn't work. It only works on Leon. Better pumpkin traps. Hey, General Kotek. Or just fucking kill. Okay, or just fly through the fucking floor and hit me. Sure. Who needs physics anyways? Not me. Yeah, I'm doing that next time. Fuck it. So many of them. Well, Wesker can Ditman for one, so it's harder than Leon because of that. And then, like, he doesn't have a shotgun, so I can't really effectively kill the Novies quickly. So it's just ass. It's just dog duty. I just want to get a good run with Wesker, man. I want to get like a sub 2. It's like so doable. We're supposed to split there. My inventories. Yeah, me too, Avocado. I hate him. That's awesome. Over caffeinated. I'm glad you enjoy, man. Much love. I have 3 flashes. I'm just gonna skip this one, I guess.
Too easy.
Ah, I hate Novies. Novies, 5-4. Krauser. Sadler. All complete dog shit. Scared. I think that he does have one upside though, which is that the pistol does so much damage that you can actually insta-kill Novies if they're flying with it. Which is pretty sick. So it might actually just be worth it to kill the Novies with Wesker, just because he can actually do that. Or like in the normal run with Leon, obviously like it's faster to Giolo. And then on top of that, he only has like the TMP and the auto rifle, so TMP can't insta-kill the Novies. Later, Lions. Thanks for hanging, dude. I haven't been able to find any. I thought that potentially you could find some skips with their special melees, but I haven't looked a whole ton. I think maybe you could, like, I don't know. It didn't seem like it, because it doesn't get you off of any platforms. You're still like stuck to the ground or whatever. But I mean, potentially, I think you could find something. If you could dipmin with them, then definitely. But you can't. Dipmin only works on Leon for whatever reason. Which leads me to believe that dipmin actually works because Leon's specific animation for aiming the striker is just made faster. Just weird. I don't know like why that would be the case, but yeah. On Twitch as well, Hagen. Wesker's pistol is like, I can't remember. I think it's basically maxed out, yeah. I don't know if it has the exclusive. I think it does. Nice. Uriah. Yeah, like Zip. Maybe. I doubt it though. What's up, Sage?
Too easy.
Un forastero!
All right. Hopefully Island isn't completely awful. Long pass. All right. Because you're addicted, Luke. The RE4 curse has got you too.
Too easy.
I don't think it's running sub 2, unfortunately. It's tragic. Mid games is so bad. Lean slump. Thanks for the 26 years. Appreciate that. Oh, that was cool. Love that. What's up, Fiery? Yeah, he really do. I don't think I've gotten a single Magnum this whole run either. I tried to shoot it. Yeah, it's pretty great. They'll actually just throw them straight to walls too. It's kind of hilarious. Nice, code 7. Let's go. Be on the English exam. We're gonna collab with Dante again? Yeah. Should have a RE5 video of me and him coming soon on the highlight channel. Later. What's up? Appreciate you. Goodbye. Killer 7 do a lot of damage.
Too easy.
Pretty good. Pretty good. That is called cyberbullying, kids. I just took his lunch money. We're gonna speedrun 4 make? Yeah. Yeah. Should be fun. Hopefully the game's good. If it's not, though, I'll still speedrun it. Sick. Awesome. I love losing all of my health. Darn.
Too easy.
Oh, I think my punch button is also my undo split button. Still. Let's find out. No,
Too easy.
I don't think so. I punched the rocket? I did, yes. I'm a legend. Man, it's dirty.
Help me, Leon.
Right in the penis. Help me, Leon! I want that. I love losing all my health. It's so good, dude. It's my favorite thing. I love not having max HP because Ashley's health overrides me when I switch in Fortnite 3 or whatever. Awesome. Really cool.
Too easy.
Boop, boop.
Too easy.
You press the thing. By the keycard gate. Like I just did. F in the air means fun. Yeah, unfortunately, Krauser or Wesker doesn't have a knife, so. I hate this game. Wesker has no knife, so I can't knife him. I have to use the sniper scope. It's kind of cool because you get to actually use it in a run.
Too easy.
He's the only character without a knife? No. Hunk also doesn't have a knife. Bro, are you fucking kidding me, dude? There we go. I hate islands so much. No, yeah, Demi doesn't work on anyone besides Leon. Also, hello. Thank you. Ada and Ash are the only other ones that can even equip the striker without the game crashing. But yeah, it doesn't work for either of them.
Too easy. Too easy.
I like can't press the punch button after opening a door that fast. It's so late. Like, I don't get it. Now it comes out, but for the first like 2 seconds, it will just not come out. You stuck. Are you gaming or hating life at the moment? Well, this run's kind of dog shit. I definitely got to do another Wesker run, but I'm just gonna finish it. Wesker is like legit hard to get a good run with.
Too easy.
It's because Novies and Krauser and Island. Novies is brutal. I died like so many times on Novies 3. How do you play as Wesker? The Nexus mod trainer doesn't work for me. Windows stops and says there's a virus. You gotta turn your antivirus off or make an exception. God, the inventory being so small is such a pain in the ass. What other games do I play? Dead Space, Left 4 Dead, Devil May Cry. Doom Eternal. The Hannah Montana room. Man, I hate that room actually. All of Castle. I mean, all of Island is just so bad actually. I hate it. It's just so brutal. It's the best of both worlds. Oh my god. Please stop. Please. I just soft lock. I think I did. Yeah, I told her to come back too early before she actually pulled the lever. Nice. Stop, true. Ah, pain. Such a big time loss. Hey, Gabriel. Oh man, this one's going so bad. It's so hard to get a Wesker, but it's like fucking impossible. Hopefully, I at least have a good Saddler, so the run is like okay. He ran out of ammo on this part and gave up on the game. Based. Fuck Island. Actually, as Wesker, I don't need ammo. Just joined, so I didn't know. What are your expectations with RE4 Remake? I expect it to be not very good, but I hope it is. Yeah, you think? Super repair droid? If you count the YouTube stream and the Twitch stream together, I averaged like 450 concurrent the last like 3 days. Isn't it wild? You want to make money on the internet? Simply play RE4. It's that easy. There are negative side effects though. Yeah, mental health. Plummeting rapidly. Also, you're no longer allowed to play anything else. So they gave me first speedrun in your life? Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights, baby. Probably very much. I wouldn't be surprised. But PB for this is a 202. But I lost 6 minutes on that PB because I crashed like halfway through the Sadler fight. That also caused my splits to reset, so I don't have the splits anymore. I only have my 208. I mean, that's if you mean for this. For Scooby, like 27 minutes or something. Come here, big boy, let's get acquainted. I turned around, tried to run, twisted my ankle, and sprained it. She came full speed at me, nothing could stop her. Shot her 5 times and every bullet bounced off her. I screamed, freeze, let go, but she swallowed my fucking leg hole like an egg roll. She got a 119 with Wesker. I'm curious what kind of times you could pull actually if you like really were actually good at the game. Anything under sub 2 with Wesker is actually pretty impressive. Scooby-Doo game was probably super easy to do. Actually, you should try speedrunning it again. It's actually a really hard run. It's got a lot of tech, a bunch of skips. I'm not very good at 3D platformer speedruns either. My PB is like not bad, pretty good actually. I think it's like still top 25 or something. Been a long time, comrade. Krauser. I died in a crash 2 years ago. Is that what they told you? You're the one who kidnapped Ashley. You catch on quick, as expected. After all, you and I both know where we come from. What do you want? The sample Southern. The Ashley out of this. Oh, I needed her to buy Sather's trust in me. Like you, I'm American. Barrel. You got her involved just for that? Ah, ting, 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 ting. Yeah.
All for Umbrella's sake.
Umbrella. Almost let it slip. Enough talk. Die, comrade. Ada. Well, just the bitch in the red dress.
Looks like we have the upper hand here.
You may be able to prolong your life,
But it's not like you can escape your inevitable death, is it?
You knew each other?
More or less. Maybe it's about time you told me the reason why you're here.
Maybe some other time.
Speedrunner curse. 1,500 hours and he's only finished the game 4 times. I wish that was true. Maybe my early game would be better.
Too easy.
But I actually have 2,300 hours and I finished the game like a couple hundred times.
Too easy.
Wish you had the patience to learn the whole speedrun for the game. Well, you see, here's the thing actually. Doing things that require patience does in fact require patience, but doing things that require patience also increases your tolerance for patience. So if you just do the thing, then you will get enough patience to do it. It's crazy how it works, but it's true. Seems a little counterintuitive, but it works. You just have to force yourself to do something that requires a lot of patience, and you will get more patient. Well, I mean, because patience is a discipline thing. And you get disciplined by forcing yourself to do stuff, right? Like, you're not gonna magically wake up one day and be more patient. Like, it's not how that works. But if you just are disciplined and you force yourself to do something, then your tolerance for disciplining yourself to do stuff will increase. Dang it, I don't have a frag grenade. I can't do the skip here. I actually don't even know how to do this normally. I think it's like go this way. Y'all wish that's how it works? I don't. I like having to work to make things easier. It makes life fun. Your brother held the world record for this game. I don't believe you, but that's cool. Congrats to him. What category? Nice fight. Has been a theme in your life lately? Is actually just forcing yourself to do stuff you don't want to do. It's refreshing, actually. It's super powerful. Detecting where you have some resistance in doing things and then just like going towards those things will make your life so much better. If you just like sit on your bed, you know, and then figure out like, okay, what do I really not want to do right now that I probably should do? And then you just do that. Yeah, your life will get a lot better. Yeah, the gym is a perfect example for sure. Or like cleaning your house or doing your taxes. Like if you haven't done your taxes yet, you should probably do that. Is that Yasubi said glitchless? Okay, actually maybe then. That's cool. I don't know anyone that actually runs glitchless, so all good for him. That's cool. Real ones commit tax evasion. Beast. I have done my taxes, but I haven't paid them yet because I'm like, I really don't want to pay 9 grand right now. So I'm just gonna not pay it and hope it goes away. Not really, but I am just kind of stalling because I don't feel like paying it right now. Stop gaming dog. Your dad hasn't paid taxes in like 6 years? Wow, you just outed him. Now the IRS is gonna find him through my Twitch chat. Subject illegal. What's up, Valiant? Yeah. Unfortunately, this run is complete dog shit. So, all good though. We'll do another one. Hopefully that one will be better. My man just snitched on his own dad. I know, right? What the hell, dude? It'd be your own kids sometimes. Oh my god, look at her butt. That was awful. Probably actually faster to redo this run though. They sent a letter like a month ago, they know. You need to clean your room? Do it, Black Arrow. It really doesn't take that long. Unless you're like on some fucking Reddit post shit. Or like the trash bags everywhere and stuff. I missed again, dude! Am I like physically incapable of doing anything correctly? I don't get it. There we go, whatever. Whatever, dude. I'm fucking over. This run's dog shit anyways. I'm probably gonna die to Krauser like 6 times. Sub 2? There's no way this runs sub 2. It's actually 0 chance. Zero chance to sub 2s. There's just like no way. If it does, then like, holy shit, sub 2 is free. Cause like, goddamn, let's run his ass. On a striker, I can't equip weapons that you wouldn't normally equip or the game will crash.
What is it that you fight for, comrade?
Sub 2, I suppose.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Okay, dude. I love your armor. It's so fair. Dude, I literally am pressing the shoot button. I love this game. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's the best game ever made. Quite literally a fucking 10 out of 10 masterpiece. I definitely don't want to cut my fucking dick off and eat it. Not at all. Why would the game wouldn't make me feel like that? Because this game is perfect. Obviously. Perfect video game. Fuck you. I hate this game. Krauser so dog shit without the knife, dude. It's so bad. So bad, dude. Wonder if your dick is chewy right now? It's rock hard. Like a Jolly Rancher. Okay, good game. Solid. Solid. That was my bad. Oh, my bad. Skill issue. I wasn't good enough. That was my fault. Totally. I obviously did something wrong there. Oh, yeah, my bad. I misplay. I misplayed that section. If I played better there, that wouldn't happen, obviously. Sick, I have no heals. Awesome, great. Fuck you, JJ. You punk ass bitch. Iframes. That's the only way. Oh. Wipe them clean, yeah. Hey-ya! Bitch. No. Not the archer. I fucking hate 5-4. And crash. Okay, now we're good.
Too easy. Too easy.
Oh, this run is dog shit. Maybe it could sub 2 actually.
Too
But
easy.
even if it does, I'm still doing another Wesker run. This run is so bad. So bad, so bad.
Too easy.
It's what's called RE3 because all you do is walk through a hallway. It's spooky though. Handsome. Stop him on your Twitch stream for the first time? I'm sorry. I hope that you make better decisions. Sure. How you doing, Sifty? That's not gonna flash these guys, is it? Oh. The run's going awful. But I am on PB pace. Because of course I am. If they make the island a lot better in the remake, I hope they just remove it. I know they said they wouldn't. What? The pixel angle? Through the fucking B-bomb site on Mirage? Are you kidding me? That's actually a joke? Hello? Look at how bad this game is, dude. Look at how insufficient this game is. I can't wait for the remake. Holy fuck. That is insane. That's some grade A dog shit right there. Fuck archers. All my homies hate archers. Fuck me, dude. Apparently they had 3 separate teams work on 3 sections and got them together at the end to see what should be fixed and whatnot. I hope that the island group was a placebo. They didn't actually work on anything. Alright. Time for this boss fight. Nice T-pose, Leon. I have one heal. That guy's first. Oh yeah, okay, this is going great. You already got the back eyes. You can get the loop going early. This fight's going great. I love missing all those shots. That feels really good. Up two still possible? Maybe. This fight is going really well. You're gonna die, dude. Please. Please die. Thank you. Is this sub 2? Could be really close. This run was dog shit though, dude. Like actually. This run was terrible. I died like twice on Novi's 3.
Too easy.
I like the 9.5 minute time save. That's cool. Yeah, that should be sub 2, just barely. This run was awful though. I'm definitely doing another Wesker run. Yeah. Or I get on the jet ski, I gotta switch characters, otherwise the game will crash. We'll do another Wesker run.
Hang on, sweetheart.
GG though. Also, the game fucking crashed again, dude. Oh my god. So I guess these I can't even like save these splits. Be though. So free, really free, like super free.
Jack.
Ah, God, how is that sub 2? That run was dog shit. That run was awful. It was so bad. GG though. I mean, the Sadler fight was really good. The Sadler fight was really good, but I died once to Krauser, like, not sub 2 real time though. It was fun though, it was. I love Malding. Yeah, my splits are like super fucking fake. Like all of my first half splits are, like I can't even really save these splits, but it's a 158. Because the game crashed in the middle. So like all of the golds are like 1 second on the beginning. How do I fix these splits? They're like so fucked, I don't even want to save them. How not sub 2 real time though? Because the game crashed. And because load screens exist.